Annabelle, the doll from the Conjuring movies. Terrifying, iconic, unforgettable. But what if I told you she's real? A doll, so dangerous. It had to be locked away in a glass case. A warning written on the front, positively do not open. Some call her a cursed object. Others, a demonic vessel. Tonight we go beyond the movies and uncover the chilling true story of Annabelle, the most haunted doll in the world. In the early 1970s, two young women, Donna and Angie, shared an apartment. Donna was a nursing student. Angie was her roommate. Life was normal, until one day Donna received a gift. Her mother had bought her something simple. A Raggedy Ann doll. Bright red yarn hair, black button eyes, a stitched smile. Harmless, playful, childlike. At first, it was nothing more than decoration. They placed the doll on the couch. But soon, strange things began to happen. The doll would move, not in front of them, but when they weren't looking. They would leave the room, return later, and Annabelle would be in a different position, arms crossed, legs folded. Sometimes, in another room entirely. At first, they thought it was a prank, but then they found something they could not explain. Small scraps of parchment paper. On them, written in childish handwriting, the words, "Help me." Sometimes, "Help us!" Neither Donna nor Angie kept parchment in the house, and certainly not a pen small enough for the doll to use. Who or what was writing these notes? The activity grew darker. Footsteps in the night, distant rustling, whispers that seemed to come from nowhere. Then came Lou, a friend who often visited the apartment. Lou didn't like the doll. From the very beginning, he said something felt wrong, evil. One night, Lou fell asleep on the couch. In his sleep, he woke to find himself completely paralyzed. He could not move, could not scream. His eyes darted around the room. And then he saw her, Annabelle. The doll climbed onto his chest. Her lifeless button eyes locked onto his. Suddenly, Lou felt a burning pain. Deep scratches, tearing into his flesh. The next morning, 3 distinct claw marks were visible across his torso. By the second day, they were gone. Vanished, as if they had never been there. Lou warned the girls, "You need to get rid of that doll." But how do you throw away something that refuses to be destroyed? Terrified, Donna and Angie turned to experts. They contacted a medium. During a seance, the medium revealed the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins was attached to the doll. According to the medium, Annabelle had lived in the area before the apartment was built. She died tragically at just 7 years old. Her spirit was lonely. She wanted to stay. The girls felt sympathy. They allowed Annabelle to remain. They treated her as if she were real, but that was their mistake. The spirit was not Annabelle Higgins. It was something much darker, something pretending to be innocent, something waiting for permission to stay. And once invited, it grew stronger. Desperate, Donna contacted the famous paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren. When the Warrens arrived, they immediately sensed it. The air was heavy, oppressive, and the doll radiated something unholy. Lorraine, a clairvoyant, confirmed their worst fears. This was not a child's spirit. It was an inhuman entity, a demon. The demon had manipulated the girls, pretending to be a child, so that it could gain their trust. Once welcomed, it would slowly possess one of them. That was its goal. The Warrens knew the danger. They performed an exorcism in the apartment, blessed the home, and took Annabelle with them for safekeeping. But what do you do with an object that cannot be destroyed? They locked her away, in a wooden case. The case was blessed to keep her contained. On the front, a warning sign, positively do not open. Even in her case, Annabelle's evil lingered. Visitors reported feeling watched. Some fainted. Others claimed to hear scratching on the glass. One man mocked Annabelle during a museum tour. He banged on the glass, laughed. Ed Warren warned him, "You must not challenge her." But the man didn't listen. On the ride home, his motorcycle crashed. He died instantly. His girlfriend survived, but swore it was Annabelle's revenge. To this day, many believe the doll is cursed, that her case is the only thing stopping her from escaping again. Hollywood eventually told her story in the Conjuring and the Annabelle films. But the real doll looks nothing like the movies. She's just a simple Raggedy Ann. And maybe that's the most terrifying part, because evil doesn't always look frightening. Sometimes it looks innocent. And that's what makes it so dangerous. So, is Annabelle just a doll? Or is she still a vessel for something far more sinister? One thing is certain. She's still locked away, still waiting. And her case reads only one thing. Positively do not open. Do you believe Annabelle's story? Or do you think it's just a myth? Tell me in the comments below. And if you want more true horror stories behind the scariest movies, subscribe, because next time, we'll uncover the real exorcism that inspired The Exorcist.